3, 2, 1, let's go!
So what's like a weird fact about yourself that you can't ever bring up because it can't really come to conversation?
Like give us an example.
Sure. Okay. So for me, one of my front tooth are fake. So what had happened when I was in middle school, like this is a dumb story. Like I went to go to my friend's house and mom's just like, no, I'm not gonna drive you. So like I got mad and like I went outside of my bike and started riding it really fast. And then like on the sidewalk from the angle I was riding up to, I saw like a triangular rock. And in my mind, I thought if I hit the rock, it would be like a sick like ramp, and I'll like jump off of it and like sail like over the street. So the rock was more like like a square. So like here's the rock.
The kid logic. The front wheel me approaching.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Here's the rock, the front wheel of me approaching, and then the front wheel goes like this, and then I flip over. And in slow motion, I was so shocked what was happening, I opened my mouth and I dragged across the floor.
Oh no!
So I fractured my arm and I chipped my front tooth, and it was bleeding, and it was really embarrassing. So I went to the dentist the next week, and I got that fixed. So actually,
so is it a cap or just a full fake tooth?
I think it's a cap. Yeah,
it's a cap. Okay.
And like 10 years later, I broke it again eating Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets? They don't even have
like,
bones.
Like,
was there a gold nugget in the Hot Pocket?
Yeah.
Hot Pockets don't even have bones.
I bit really hard into a fork holding Hot Pocket. And
you bit the fork?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you must have been really hungry.
I tipped the
Why is this Hot Pocket so good?
Get right through the Hot Pocket, straight into the fork.
Yeah. And I went back to the same dentist, and then she's just like, dang, who did your first two? They did a great job. And she thought about him like, oh wait, it was me. And then they fixed it again. Yeah.
Self-brag a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have anything similar to that? So you that is hard to bring up in a conversation because it's so weird or out of place.
It's like not noticeable. Like if it was like different coloration, maybe it would come a conversation.
So
but
something that no one knows about you because it's.
But you could never bring it up because it'll never come up, right?
Yeah, like no one talks about teeth, like
nobody talks about teeth unless they're a dentist. Yeah. So what about you? Do you have anything that's not taboo or like a murder case?
There's a lot of things about me that I'm from the Philippines. I migrated over here. There's a lot of things that happen in the Philippines that will never be brought up because I live in the United States, just for the virtue of the fact that the cultures are different, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to like pick one of those because it's kind of a cop-out answer. But I will tell you this, and I'm fully okay to admit this. Coming into the United States, this is a very well-known fact between Asians. And Oscar, you guys probably know this actually, not just Oscar, but Asians are incredibly racist to other Asians. Like they are just hating on, like Koreans hate on Vietnamese people and Vietnamese people hate on Japanese people. Like it's rampant. The nationalism.
A regional thing, right? Because like in Latin America, every Hispanic person hates like every other like Hispanic person.
Yeah,
and the African friends hate the other Africans in the same continent. Like it's crazy. I don't know why.
And so when I came to this country, I had that mindset, very nationalistic. Filipinos are the best. Like these other Asians can eat it. So I've always had this like superiority towards other Asians. Not so much other races because I didn't know, like I was amazed that there was like black people. Like I was amazed that people could be that dark. I was amazed that white people have different types of hair. Like things like that were really fascinating to me. But something I could never bring up in a conversation was the fact that every time someone else is racist to me because I'm Asian, they always pick the wrong stereotype. Because I'm Filipino, so they would either make fun of me because they think I'm Chinese, they think I'm Japanese, they think I'm Vietnamese, and I would always laugh. Like they would do it to me. It's like Ching Chong Wing. I was like, oh, that's really good. Yeah, like screw those guys. And I would laugh with them, not realizing it was towards me. I'm past that. Like I don't think like that anymore. But it was the thing that kind of saved me from, what people would perceive like harshness of America. If I thought that was offensive, I probably would have been like an angry teenager. But because I was so racist towards other Asians that I actually laughed at it and found humor in it, and I guess in a way it was a positive thing. Even though I don't believe like I don't think like that anymore. It's
It
just
wasn't like a self deprecating where you talked about other like your own culture or anything like that.
no, it's because no one would ever figure out I was Filipino, like right off the bat. It would
Funny
always be
thing
like,
is, when I look at you or talk to you or hang out with you, I never think Paulo's Filipino. It just never crosses my mind, or Paulo's Asian. I'm just like, that's Paulo, and I'm like,
oh,
that's
I
Oscar,
appreciate that. See,
So I don't think of people in terms of their culture or color or anything like that. So, it might sound like corny, but I don't you see people in those terms. It's like, do I like this person? Is this person cool? Is this person easy to get along with or communicate with? That's what I see or think about.
and
So all that.
that people would benefit more if they thought like that. Every
Yeah.
day.
Well, I think for me, it's because I've been around a lot of different races my whole life. In this area, the DMV area is very like a mixing bowl. A real true mixing bowl. It's not a lot of segregation like other places. They have, like New York, they have Chinatown and Little Italy and this place, and so they're all very segregated. There's a lot of cultures and colors and all that, but they're all in their little neighborhoods and hang out with their own people and stuff. But here, it's everybody is all in the pot. So
right.
so
Incredibly diverse.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing I like about this area, and just my upbringing, because I don't know a lot of racist people, and because especially people that grew up here or spend a lot of time here, like from their childhood or whatever. So, but yeah, I understand. I mean, some people can be racist toward their own race, and like they're not part of the race that they are part of. It's like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
about your own people. What are you doing? So I never understood that.
Well, I hope you guys can think of your own weird facts and talk about it. But hopefully you found this entertaining, and we'll see you guys on our next drop.
Later.
Nope. I'm gonna say one.
Oh.
I'll do it a different way this time.
No, can't do that.
It's like